Why in the world does my neck hurt when I run? And what does this have to do with anything? Alright, so I get complaints every now and then about people that have neck pain when they're running, and the truth is neck pain when you're running is really pretty much entirely about posture. So let's talk just a little bit about that, and I'm going to use this as an example. So let's think of this long skinny thing here as your neck, and let's think about this weight on this end as your head. Now your head weighs anywhere between 8 and 12 pounds depending on, well, I won't speculate necessarily, but you end up weighing somewhere in the range of 10 to 12 pounds right here in la cabeza. So let's just do a quick little experiment. And if you have a weight like this, it doesn't have to be 10 pounds. It can be anything less than that. But what I want to show you is that the difference between the amount of stress that's being placed on your neck whenever you're in good posture versus whenever you're in bad posture. And then I'm going to give you guys a suggestion on how to improve your posture when you're running. So let's think about this right now. You've got a weight on the top of your neck. If that weight sits right here on your shoulders, really pretty much right above your shoulders, you're going to be in as little stress as possible. Now you still have to support this a little bit, especially if you start moving around. You have to try and support that, and those muscles in your neck are going to have to work. However, if you do this and you shoot your head forward, how much more stress is it for me to hold this weight right now with that weight sitting so far away from the center of mass? This gets significantly harder. Now think about whenever you're running. If you're running in this direction and your head starts shooting forward like this, how much more stress is there on the neck whenever you are having to hold your head out in front of your body versus holding your head on top of your shoulders? So it's the same thing right here. As soon as your head starts going forward on your body, your neck has to work significantly harder, and then you've got a lot more strain. Add a bunch of impact to that, and now those muscles are really having to work. Not to mention the fact that whenever your head goes forward like this, typically it doesn't just go forward and down. It goes forward and then kicks itself back up in this direction. So whenever it does that, you end up with long and weakened muscles on the backside and the lower neck, and then you end up with shortened muscles in the upper neck right up here. So your head shoots forward and then it cocks up to end up looking straight ahead. So you end up with this shortness in the neck muscles here. That can oftentimes cause headaches and different things like that. So if you feel like you're getting headaches after a run, this is another good thing to check your posture whenever you are doing this running. So what can you do to actually resolve this? A lot of people will give exercises that kind of bring the head back over the shoulders. I don't tend to like to stress that. I don't like to stress pulling back because that's just as much work as trying to hold your head out in front. What I try and prefer to do is act like there's a string coming from the top of the head and pulling you up toward the ceiling. It's not entirely natural for you to try and pull your head way back perfectly over your shoulders. It is natural to try and sit or stand or run tall. So that's going to be my specific cue for people, is to run tall. Feel like there's a string coming from your neck going up toward the ceiling, and that is providing that support and that strength as you're running forward. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Head on out there, seek your elite. God bless, and I'll see you next time.